appreciate that. Avery? Avery is only one of Carl's best friends. I know there are a lot of best friends out there, because Carl had a room of them, a big room of them. Avery, could you come up and start us off on our open mic?
Carl was my best friend. He was my companion, my brother. I love him just as much as everybody in this room does. I always felt some kind of responsibility to take care of Carl. I guess I could say he was like a son to me as well.
Thank you, Lord.
I met his wonderful mother, Gloria, on our high school graduation, and I promised her that he was in good hands and with good people. And I gave her my number, and she would call me probably once every week, once every 2 weeks. You know, Carl never had a phone. He was always hard to get a hold of. You know, so she would always talk to me and just make sure he was all right. And he always was. I spent a lot of time with the family while we were in the hospital. I felt I had the responsibility to do so, and as hard as it was, I did it for Carl and for his family. And when I arrived here this morning, I was one of the first people here. I sat down with Gloria, and then I went and talked with his uncle Mickey and his grandfather Victor, and they both just told me how much I meant to the family. And Victor, you told me, you know, that like when you would talk to Carl, that he would always tell you about his friend Avery. I just want to thank all of you so much, Michael as well, for letting me be a part of your family, you know, and understand that I am who I am, you know, and like I was the person to Carl who he told you I was, and I'm so thankful that all of you can be here to see this room full of people, and so you can see firsthand the love and the life that Carl had here. It's incredible, you know. When we got here, I told you guys that there was a good chance there wasn't going to be enough chairs, and I'm pretty sure he laughed about it, but I was dead serious. And, sure enough, you know, we got a full house. There's people standing up, and I love everyone here very much, man. As I look across and see all the faces, everyone here means so much to me, and this tragic accident just reminds us of how precious life is, and how fast, you know, we can lose each other, and it's horrible, and you know, it hurts and it's pain, but you know, we all have each other, and that's why we go out, and you know, we have the friends we do, and the bonds and the relationships and the friendships, because we all really need each other right now. It's going to be a long road, you know. We're not going to leave here today and it's just over. We need each other a lot down the road. I just kind of want to finish up. I know there's a lot of people here that have things they'd like to say, but a couple weeks ago I was with Carl, and he wanted to play golf. He wanted to, you know, just hit the ball and just try it out. He was always wanted to try new things. actually came out here to this very golf course right here, and we got a bucket of balls on the range, and you know, it was his first time swinging a club. He was all over the place. But, you know, he had a good time, and then we decided a few days after that we were going to just come out and play. It was a nice day. It was a beautiful day, so we decided to come out and play, and we were on the first hole. He took his tee shot, it's just right out here, and hit it probably 30 yards into the trees off to the right of the fairway. And, you know, of course I looked at him and I was like, oh, well, you're in the woods, man. And he just looked back at me and he was like, I love the woods, man. And, we had my clubs. He didn't own golf clubs. We had my stuff, so, you know, we went and hit his ball, and, you know, 15, 20 shots later, we were on the same hole. And he was in the fairway, and he had a shot at the green. And I gave him my 7-iron, and he pulled it out, and I just walked up and hit the ball real nice and straight, and you know, he was dancing on the green. And he just looked at me and he was like, man, that feels really good. You know, that was it felt nice. And you know, I told him, yeah, you know, it's like, that's why we play this game. You know, it's so frustrating. We hate it, but we love it. So, you know, on the next hole, it's par 4. It's whatever, 400 some on yards. I handed my driver, hit his tee shot again. And he shakes his head and he goes, give me that one with the 7 on it. I told him, I was like, Carl, that's, you know, we're almost 500 yards away. And he just smiled and he said, well, I'm going to swing really hard right now. And I really feel like that whole thing is just a metaphor for who Carl was. He lived life to the fullest. You know, he took what he had, and he always made the best of it. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much. Like I said, you know, he's a companion, he's my brother. He's all of our brothers, and I'm gonna love him, miss him very much. And I'd like to invite whoever wants to come up and say some words to Carl. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you guys doing? My name's Austin. I didn't go to high school. The majority of you that know Carl. But when I came to Colorado, I quickly became friends with Avery, and really quickly became friends with all of his friends. And now I consider all of you my friends. And when Avery told me, you know, that this kid Carl that I met a while back, this crazy wild guy, was going to come live with us for a few weeks, I was like, around. A few weeks turned out to be a few months. A few months turned out to be like 9 months. We're getting like up on the next winter after the winter that he said. Avery said it the other day perfectly, just when we finally got rid of Carl. I woke up in the morning and like just craved seeing like that contorted self on my couch. You know? He never turned off the TV before he went to bed. He never got himself a blanket or a pillow. And so I'd find him like inside of my couch. He'd go around himself, and he pissed me off so fucking much.